right, at this time, we'll introduce head coach Chad Klein, first year, and junior DJ Jethro. Coach Klein, if you want to start with an opening statement.
Just like I told you on our Arkansas Tech radio, extremely happy. We knew coming into Southeastern was a very talented team, and obviously, they scored 83 points against us. Normally, and especially this year, if we gave up 83, the outcome has not been good for us. But give our guys some credit as well. We had a bunch of guys step up, and especially this guy right here. Extremely proud to play our best game of the year today, for sure.
Do you just talk about being in a really a point-for-point game as opposed to a defensive throw, or even something where not every basket feels like it's going in? Just talk about being in a game like that and kind of the added pressure of knowing you have to match them like you guys did.
I mean, as far as me concerned, I love playing in games like that. It challenges me. I'm a challenger. I like to challenge. I like to go at guys and compete. I just love games like that. So, point for point, I'm always feeling confident about it. Even my coach and my teammates as well. So it was a good game.
I'd like to go point and stop. Point and stop.
Well, that's this question for both of you. Obviously the three balls were falling pretty well tonight. At what point in the game did you guys realize that there might be something special happening there?
Well, for me, in the first half, it was just back and forth. We'd hit one, they'd hit one, and it's almost like I told my assistants, I said, I'm just going to sit here and get out of their way. I said, I'm not going to try to mess this thing up. Our shot selection wasn't great, but I always tell these guys, if you've hit a couple, now you've earned the opportunity to take a couple bad ones, and then when you get it rolling, then it just seems like we guys that normally weren't hitting them, Jay, Fletch, Clarence, they were all making them, so it was. And I like it when it's like that.
DJ, this team tied a school record, 19 made three-point baskets. Last time that happened was the 1990s. What does it feel like for you to be a part of something like that?
It feels great, We can't say much, I don't really know who played back then. But, these guys on my team, they stay in the gym and get shots up, And I'm not a good shooter like Tyler and Mike, but I always try to, match those guys, So, and other guys do it as well, so we just stay in the gym and just keep shooting. Even if we miss them, just keep shooting.
Coach, you got a tough matchup in the semifinals against really what may be the best 8 seed that this tournament's seen. Talk about the challenge you guys are facing.
Well, we played them twice this year, and we beat them by 4 points at home, and we beat them by 4 points at their place. It's extremely hard to beat. It's coach talk, coach cliche. It's hard to beat a team 3 times, but it's hard to beat a team 1 time, let alone 3. So, like I said, there's not, everyone knows everyone at this time. There's not a ton of game prep or anything like that. We're going to try to get some rest, and we'll show up tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, and hopefully, God willing, we'll make 19 threes again, and everything will be okay.
Talk about the challenges of defending their shooters. They were just about as high as you guys were there for a good stretch.
Well, like I said to Paul, we boxed and won. Taylor's smaller the entire game, and he still got 25 on us. I didn't know what to do. We started off, we were going to trap all of his ball screens, and then some other guys, so when you're playing a gimmick defense like that, somebody's going to be open. If you got 2 guys on one, they were throwing it back and other guys were hitting it, so then we were going to switch it. And then they did a good job of moving our guys to get in the wrong, if we switch, now we got a mismatch on him, and he's taking it right at them, and it was a chess match for sure. I don't think I've ever seen it. I said, I was talking to one of my staff before the game, and I said, boy, if we box and won, I'm sure that we can hold him to 10 or 12. And he went for 25. The guy we did the best job on was Darius Harris. To me, he's like a first-team all-conference type player. And to hold him to 5, now he did get 11 rebounds, but there's a reason he's leading the conference in rebounding. But, 40 minutes, and he only had 5 points. I'm extremely happy with that because he killed us at their place.
Coach, as quick a pace of game as this was, and it was back and forth. You guys didn't need the shot clock really at all. I think something that may be lost in all that's back that you guys had only 6 turnovers.
Well,
to immaculate care of the ball.
That's I think that might be our best total turnovers of the year. We, you know, a lot of times when the game is at a slower pace, we turn it over more than that. You know, 6 is, yeah. You know, we talk about keeping care of the ball and whatnot, but there's a lot of times we talk about stuff on the board and come out and do the exact opposite. So, you know, like I said, just fortunate. Southeast Oak's a good team. That's, you know, that's a tough matchup for us. They, you know, they changed their defense a lot. They started in a triangle and 2, went to a box and 1, went to a 2-3, went to a 3-2. Half the time, I didn't even, you know, he was calling stuff. I didn't even, he had me confused half the time as well. So I know these guys were out there somewhat confused, but there's no defense for 9. You know, it's, you always talk about that. If you're making shots, that's why the NBA is so high scoring. I mean, good offense is always going to be good individual. You know what I mean? One-on-one type game. Good offense is always going to be good defense. So.